Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to test this secondary right away. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cowboys. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Back to the air one more time. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And that is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A nice throw from the 2nd-round pick. It'll get him a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Throwing to begin is Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Motion man, set right. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Tight end going in motion here. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's going to keep it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Tight end on the move left. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Giants nothing.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
2nd down and 8. They motion a receiver right. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Richardson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. On fourth down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to be 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Richardson to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go. It's a touchback. On first down, Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Cowboys. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this will be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stopped.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he will go all the way. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Cowboys are on top. It's now 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing, Richardson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's Richardson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On second down, Richardson. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Well, chalk that up as a win for the defense. Great job keeping a lid on this offensive passing attack. Force the ball to get checked down to the running back, rally, tackle him short of the sticks. And now it brings up a pretty interesting fourth down call. And, Coach, I think you got to go for it.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Officially at even 50-yard attempt. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's Richardson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That one's to the sideline complete. Nice grab as he stays in bounds. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Giants.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On play action, Daniels going up top. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Play action. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play for the Giants. It's a gain of 34. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Giants are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Richardson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Receiver in motion, going right. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be taken down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That one, taken in. Touchdown, New York. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his sixth this year. And hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Daniels now on first down. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Open man downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air again is Daniels. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Daniels.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On first down, it's Richardson. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On second down, it's Daniels. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one complete right side. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 17-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire state...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Now a loose football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Cowboys are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down. Here's 1st down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here we go. One final play. He's going to take a shot down the field. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to...
And that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.